Hi everyone, update from the National Weather Service. This is Alex Tardy, Warning Coordination Meteorologist. The first significant storm of the winter season will be a Pacific storm and atmospheric river combining together to bring locally heavy rainfall. We actually had some snow this morning. Here's a shot from Mount Laguna, 6,100 feet. Now, snow levels have risen and they will continue to rise through Thursday. How much rain's occurred so far? Here are the totals across Southern California. Mostly light precipitation as expected. There are a few places in the mountain coastal slopes where we've seen a quarter to a half inch. Rain was widespread so far. Light rain will continue and then increase Thursday morning. The highlights that we're looking at, light precipitation Wednesday into the night, increasing Thursday for our northern areas, such as the San Bernardino, San Gabriel Mountains. Heaviest rainfall, again, is going to be Thursday evening. That's the strongest part of the storm. The rain will be heavy at times, which means rates of a quarter to half inch per hour for the urban areas and the coastal slopes. Locally higher in the coastal slopes, and there is even a threat of a thunderstorm. Most areas will see 1 to 2 inches. Now, it's important to look at the maps to see where you live. We could be seeing 3 to 6 inches along some of the coastal slopes of the mountains. That's the foothills. The onshore winds will continue. They'll turn stronger, looks like on Thursday evening ahead of the atmospheric river, especially on the ridges. Moderate snow levels, they're going to rise, though, to 8,000 feet on Thursday. That's the warm part of the storm. And they're going to fall back down quickly behind the cold front Thursday night, stay that way on Friday. Precipitation does continue on Friday, but it'll be sun mixed in clouds with just scattered showers occurring on Friday. Bulk of the storm, the heaviest precipitation is Thursday evening. Okay, there is a flood watch that remains in effect. It'll go into effect Thursday morning, running all the way through Thursday night, early Friday. Green shaded area. We have a high wind warning for those winds we talked about for the northern mountains. Here's the rainfall. So again, most areas along the San Diego Coast Inland Empire, 1 to 1.5 inches. But for Orange Coast and the San Diego Valleys, 2 to 2.5 inches. Now, if you live along the foothills and mountains, we're talking 2 to 4 inches with locally around 5 inches. So those are the coastal slope areas. Considerably less in the deserts, but a wetting rain. Snow levels will be going up Wednesday to Thursday. They'll peak out Thursday afternoon around 8,000 feet. They'll lower 6,000 to 7,000 Thursday evening with the heaviest precipitation, and then they'll lower a little bit more Friday morning. The rainfall rates, this is important. Our coastal slopes, the mountain foothills, quarter to half inch. We could also see some of that in our urban areas as well. Now, in some of our coastal slopes in the San Gabriels and the San Bernardino Mountains, Thursday evening could exceed a half inch. The burn scars that we're concerned about, so if you live near these areas, you need to pay attention, the line fire, the bridge fire, and the airport. The heavy rain will be developing on Thursday morning. So this is a snapshot of where we are concerned about heavy rain first developing Thursday morning. And again, those northern coastal slopes of the San Bernardino Mountains all the way into noon and early afternoon on Thursday. This is the first part of the atmospheric river. Now, for all areas, Thursday morning and afternoon, we look to see a wetting rain. The least amount of rain, you see that pocket down by San Diego, most of the activity is going to be the north. Now, if we look at the heaviest rain for Thursday evening and night, 6-hour precipitation, we can see here that a lot of the region just north of San Diego is going to be getting at least an inch in 6 hours. Total precipitation, that's where we're going to see those coastal slopes. Look how lit up the coastal slopes are on this map. The southwest flow will be banking the moisture into those areas and really wringing out the rainfall. And so just on average, we could see 2 to 3 inches of rain in those areas, with pockets heavier, as you can see here in purple. This is kind of a big picture of total precipitation, and this is the northern area that we're most concerned about extending up into LA, where the bulk of the rain will be, and the atmospheric river. Now, some of the details here. The rain will increase Thursday morning. This is the first surge. We call it a warm front, and that'll be bringing precipitation from west to east, and then it'll really become focused late morning in the San Bernardino Mountains. Now, for the evening on Thursday, this is important, between 5 and 10. Okay, you see we don't have heavy rain in San Diego yet between 5 and 10. It's going to be moving into Orange County, San Gabriel Mountains, and far western Riverside, southwest San Bernardino, between 5 and 10. Now, when we shift later in the evening, closer to 10 and through midnight, it's going to be shifting into northern San Diego County as shown here. Okay, after 8 p.m. through midnight and early in the morning, the heaviest precipitation from this storm will then shift into San Diego County and Riverside County as shown here. Now, there is a very low threat of flooding with the rain on Thursday. Not zero, but low threat along the area shown here. This changes significantly Thursday afternoon through Thursday evening, where we now have a threat that is considerable in the red, extending all across the San Bernardino and San Gabriel Mountains. Now, the yellow shaded means we do expect heavy rainfall. That's where we could see 1/4 to 1/2 inch per hour. And that is significant rain and can cause some urban flooding. We're looking at the San Diego River, monitoring that closely. We'll see a big spike, and this is the ranges. So there's a low end range of flooding, but there is a higher end likelihood of some minor flooding. Santa Ana River also looks to have a sharp rise Thursday evening. The total storm precipitation is shown here across the state. Big precipitation producer, widespread. What's causing this rain? We're watching a Pacific storm dropping into California as shown here. It'll arrive Thursday afternoon and evening. That'll be the cold front along the atmospheric river. Now, by Friday, it'll be to our east, and so that's why we're just showery. Looking into next week, we see the jet stream retreat well to the north and we dry out. Here's the details on the atmospheric river tonight into Thursday night. A strong atmospheric river approaches central California tonight. That shifts Thursday morning onto the coast near Santa Barbara. But notice there's some lighter shaded orange and yellow that extends all the way into Southern California. That's why we expect precipitation to blossom, especially in our northern areas, Thursday morning. Now, the core comes in Thursday evening, as shown here. First in Orange County, southwest San Bernardino, and then into San Diego by around midnight Thursday night. This is a breakdown of the precipitation. So through Thursday morning, light amounts, but it could add up significantly over a 1/2 inch in our coastal slopes. Those are the foothills. Now, I told you the precipitation increases Thursday morning into the afternoon, and it's really focused on San Gabriel, San Bernardino, and Orange County. Very light amounts for San Diego on Thursday. If we look into Thursday evening after 4 p.m., mostly after 6 p.m., the heaviest rain arrives. So this will be the bulk of the storm and the most significant rainfall that could cause the urban flooding or impact our burn scars. Now, precipitation won't go away on Friday, but we'll have a mix of sun and clouds and scattered showers. And of course, the snow levels will be lower, down around 6,000 feet. The storm total precipitation is here. Take a look at your area. So this is from now all the way through Friday. Some of our foothills, several inches of rain, and overall widespread 1 to 2 inches in our urban areas, less in the deserts. Here's a quick look at the snowfall. So snow levels will be rising from 7,000 to 8,000 feet as the warm air moves in with the atmospheric river on Thursday. And snow levels come back down Thursday night with the cold front. And we get several inches of snow. So we're going to see a mixture of snow to rain back to snow in places like Big Bear, as shown here. What's causing the snow? The colder air arrives Thursday evening, and that's what sweeps out the atmospheric river as well. The winds are going to continue in our mountain passes and desert slopes, and we're also going to see an increase in winds, significant winds, strong winds over 60 miles per hour, including in our communities of the San Bernardino and St. Gabriel Mountains, right with the Big Bear. Now, we're not expecting another storm after this one. So once Friday goes through, the latest outlook for next week is below average precipitation. That could continue into mid to late February as well, with milder temperatures working their way into Southern California. Finally, here are some links, and I have an arrow pointed to the upper right. That's an important link. That is the National Weather Service new page that is going to be providing a lot of information. Viewerweather.noaa.gov. That'll eventually replace some of the pages we have been using. So that is worth trying out that page. Otherwise, stay safe, pay attention to your local weather and your local authorities, and obey any road closures that you might see when the heavy rain arrives on Thursday. And be especially careful because a lot of the heavy rain is going to be occurring during the dark hours Thursday evening and night. Stay safe, everyone.